Hey gang, it's your old buddy Dave here in the basement workshop of the Basement Funhouse, and today we're going to talk about the greatest beverage ever created. Water! Actually what we're going to talk about today is the Spirit of 76 and the legs for it, and this should be a short video. A few days ago these legs were all pitted with rust, and now they're almost like brand new. I've seen videos of people who have used various chemicals to take off the rust, and that's all well and good, and wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or not. What I did end up doing is, if you're familiar with Scotch-Brite pads, take off oxidization, and they're an abrasive, not quite sandpaper, but they are abrasive. You rub them on things. There's also a Scotch-Brite-like thingy that is on a wheel that you can stick on the end of your drill, electric drill. And that's the option I took on these. Thought I'd give that a shot, because it's cleaned. Regular Scotch-Brite pads have cleaned up things before, and in this particular case they did pretty darn good with these guys. So I don't know if that was the right way or not, if people would have issues with it, but it's what I did. So I took the drill out, spent a little bit of time going over the outsides and the insides. The only issue I had was when you get down into the corner of the legs, down at the bottom. I couldn't quite get in there. Yet it is all cleaned out, as you may or may not be able to see. For that, I used a Dremel with a similar sort of abrasive scrubber, which seemed to work pretty good. It got into the hard-to-reach places just fine. The only issue with that is it wore it down. I bought a packet of 2, first time I'd ever used those, and it's like it just took it down to nothing, and it took me both of them to get through all 4 of these legs. This leg here was probably the worst of the bunch. This was all rusted out inside here, and it's not quite as shiny stainless steel, yet the rust is gone, and it has this dark sort of appearance, which you probably can't tell from the video here, but it's there. And I figure I'll put this on the back. At the top of the legs, I could have gotten this. It's a little bit of leftover paint that's on here, but nobody's ever going to see that. I've got the padded cabinet protectors that I'm going to put in between the legs and the cabinet, so no one will ever know. Because it was either this, chemicals, or replace the legs entirely. And I wanted to keep it original. And I didn't have much time. It's first week of October 2014, and it's going to be getting cold. It already was cold this weekend, so this was a good option. I think I'm going to leave it this way. I do like leaving a little bit of character in it. There's the bell ringer playfield. There's the back for it. There's another unplanned project, a McDonald's sign. And here is the Spirit of 76 in all its glory on the floor. So the only thing that it doesn't have are doesn't have the legs. It's got 2 sets of legs, 2 sets of leg levelers. The ones they were originally with these were totally all rusted out. I ordered one set from Bob Roberts, another set from Marco's. I'm not sure who this was. Oh, this was Marco's. Did not come with a nut to go over these. Don't know if it's needed or not, but given the weight that thing has, I'd kind of like to have a nut supporting it on the back end. So that's I'll have to run to the hardware store tomorrow, so I'm not going to put these on tonight. But anyway, that's where things stand right now. And the virtual pinball, the former bell ringer, aka the playfield down there, that is getting close to being done. Put the last bit of coloring on the second side today. We'll let that dry for a few days, give it a zap with clear coat, and then it can come down here and get out of the garage so my wife can park outside of the elements. However, I've got a few things to clean up first. There's the firepower, there's the MAME cabinet, there's the Pac-Man, and there's the Coke machine. I've got a little bit of work to do. Unfortunately, life keeps me away from home. There's also one more game, the other unplanned game that I wasn't going to be working on this year, that needs to go down here. It is also almost done. I'll talk about that in another video. But for today, just wanted to show you what the legs look like. I think they cleaned up pretty well. Pretty nice. That's it for now.